today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his fourth NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career, because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. A give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Fields. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Well, for these Bears here, Charles, year 3 for Justin Fields. He's just 5-20 as a starter through those first 2 seasons. But you think he's potentially poised for a breakout 2023?
I certainly do, and it's because of his talent and watching what his organization has done around him. They've told him, you're going to be our quarterback, and we're going to get you better pieces in order for you to expand your game. I expect Justin Fields to break out in a big way, especially throwing the football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Devontae Wyatt.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
But we got used to seeing Devontae Wyatt do that when he was at the University of Georgia. Played sparingly as a rookie with Green Bay as he made the adjustment to the NFL. Expect a much bigger role for him if he continues to produce plays like that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Cook now off the read option.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
To him as he's taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bears take over.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Fields.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Love.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Again, it's Love.
And complete once again to Watson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Love going to give this one to Jones. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now it's 3rd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Love.
He finds his big tight end. That's Kraft.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A final shot before the break. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Buccaneers who are out.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this mark.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 58 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. The give is to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 36 yards on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second down, Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Love now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Back now at Soldier Field. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. 2 touchdown. Jaden Reed, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Carlson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Cook now off the read option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Fields. Gets by him at the 25, and he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Love with a give to Dillon. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears down 14-10, a little under 1:50 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All eyes on Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Now Fields. He's got Mooney.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Clock reading 34 seconds. Here comes 2nd down now.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Back to throw.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bears, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.